Hello, Infused Transitions, and welcome one and all. I am so glad that you are here and that you have joined us. These are the cards that I was drawn to pull out for today's reading. For those of you who are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so glad that you've decided to join us, and we hope that you enjoy the reading and the channel and that you choose to become a part of our community. For those of you who are returning, thank you guys so much for your constant and continued support and your being here. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. As always, guys, only take what resonates and leave the rest. And we are going to jump in and get started. All right. All cards have been pre-shuffled, but I do like to shuffle here on camera as well. Guys, I would really greatly appreciate having the thumbs up. This really helps to boost the videos so that they can get into the algorithm stream and be given a little more airtime. I also would appreciate very much the thumbs up, the like, subscribe, and notification bells. If obviously this resonates with you, I ask that you do that because it helps the channel, but it also helps me, it helps each other, and it helps us to reach beyond those who are already a part of our channel to hopefully help others and reach others, giving them their aha moments. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Looks like things came out right up. Let's see. We have forgive. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. And we have work through your feelings. Yes, last quarter moon in Aries. And on the bottom of that deck, we have step up and lead, the new moon in Capricorn. Sorry about that. That's my dog, Miss Lady. Okay, so obviously there's something going on here that requires us to do an inward look, being able to work through our feelings. I feel like a lot of it too is being aware of when we're doing that work, when we're doing that introspection, when we're working through something that's going on that has our feelings, I've just heard the word jumbled, or there's a lot of upset. It's important to go through and do the work, yes, but it's very important to do that work from a non-judging perspective. Because we can be so critical of ourselves as well as others, which is also why we have the forgiveness card here. This isn't just about forgiving others, but this is also about forgiving ourselves, not beating ourselves up over and over and over again from, what we've done. We can course correct. We can right our wrongs. But there are, it takes first being aware, then then looking at them, acknowledging, these feelings and this, that, and the other, and then working through the forgiveness. So whatever it is that's going on for you, just be gentle with yourself, be non-judgmental of yourself and others, and allowing people and yourself to make mistakes. That's how we learn, but then being willing to forgive yourself as well as forgiving others. And I will say forgiving others doesn't always, it doesn't mean we have to let this person or situation or environment back into our lives, right? If it's not aligned, it's not healthy, whatever, then it's not. But that doesn't mean we have to carry around the baggage from the experience. Does that make sense? All right, what else do we have? Thank you. Time to go. Yeah, and chaos and conflict. All right, so time to go, chaos and conflict, And the thing I like about this chaos and conflict is if you look closely, it's like the body of a zebra, and the zebra stripes are like kind of there, but then it's almost like the skin of a giraffe. And then if you look at it, there's all these pieces that are falling off, or are they coming on too, right? But it is, but then we also have this time to go, right? She's on this dock type wood planked bridge, and there's this a arched gate in the background there, right? So she's heading there. Now, maybe she doesn't even know what's going to be on the other side, but she's still going. She's still going there, and she's still moving. Why? Because it's time to go and move beyond the chaos and the conflict, which would make sense why we have this working through your feelings and forgiving. Maybe you're leaving a situation, an environment, an event, a relationship, a way of doing something, a way of looking at or thinking and feeling about something. And it's time to move beyond that. It's time to let your true colors to show. It's time to let your true skin to come forward and be what is allowed to shine through. Sometimes we can get wrapped up in portraying or showing people what we think they want to see of us instead of our true self. And then that really puts us out of alignment. And then eventually we don't like the fit anymore, right? And there are times, let's face it, we're all human. There are times that we can put the blame on the other person completely and not take ownership of our own stuff. And that also doesn't sit right with us on various levels. So, that's, again, another reason why there's this working through your feelings and being forgiving. And we did have the never-ending story on the bottom of the deck. And we do have, there's a heart. Let me get my magnifying glass. So the words on the heart and stuff here looks like reminiscent of like a Ouija board. And it's in an hourglass, and she's sitting on top of the hourglass, and there's a mirror. There's a mirror right here sitting next to her, right? But she's not looking at it. She's literally got her hands on her forehead, like, no, and her eyes are closed, like, I just can't look. And it's like, well, it is a never-ending story, and it's going to continue to be that way unless you're willing to take your hands down off and open your eyes, look in the mirror, do your work. There is definitely the message coming through here that there is something internal that needs to be brought to the light and worked through, and then forgiving of the self and forgiving of others, so that you're not carrying that baggage with you. But in your exit, I guess, is what I'm hearing. And it's, the exit can be literally leaving to just changing how you go about things, because you're on a different path once you've done your work, right? Where are we? Are we getting the last? Okay, getting the last one in here. All right. Thank you. And that was on that. Okay, I understand. All right. Okay, so, and then we have Goddess of the Moon and strategy. So Goddess of the Moon talks about getting in touch with and being in tune with your emotions, right? Because the moon talks about things that are hidden, that can be, like when we have eclipses and stuff, we'll say that, that the moon gets exposed, right? there's something, but also the goddess of the moon, she's really highly intuitive. She's kind of like, makes me think of the high priestess in tarot. You know, she's really intuitive. She is in touch with the other side of the veil. She's very feminine. She's very powerful. She's in her space. She's confident. And look at all of that water moving behind her. Again, water, emotion. But she's harnessing her inner goddess self. That takes guts, it takes courage, bravery, and it also is about being honest with yourself so that you can process stuff and then move on in your true skin, right? Process your stuff, move on in your true skin with who you truly are. And for some of you, like here we have journal log strategy. So, and we have the compass. I would say, yeah, again, you know, we're talking about direction. Direction, movement, strategy, strategizing, minding. If you know somebody who you can sit and bounce off ideas of, hey, I've had this idea, but I'm not sure how do I go about it? I was thinking this, that, and the other. And, you know, just being able to go back and forth with people to, you know, get some feedback, get some ideas that are fresh. And sometimes when it's, you know, when we're on the inside looking in, it can be refreshing to have someone who's on the outside looking in, because they can bring in perspectives and thoughts that we haven't thought of yet, ideas we haven't thought of yet. There's really, this really is about it. It's time. It's time to do the work, shift your things, because it's time to move. Step into your own skin and break the cycle of the never-ending story. Step into owning your energy, owning your intuition, your gifts, your talents, your skills, your abilities, your aptitudes, right? Whatever those may be, it's time to come up with a strategy. Write those things down and make it, you know, again, here, if you have the big picture and these would be your milestones, once you've identified that, then you can go here to this first milestone. It's like, okay, this is where I am. Here's my first milestone. How do I close that gap? And if you need somebody to do a brainstorming for you through there, then, you know, again, reaching out to someone that can help you do that. The last one we had here that came out, we saw financial constraints. So I would say that for some of you, maybe that's a concern as to why you are not doing your work, because you're like, well, I can't, because if I do this, and then that's going to fall apart, and then and then right? You have it all worked out of how it's going to fail before you've even begun anything. But what we didn't see that is the potential here is we have the angel of balance, right? The angel of balance is here, and she's saying, you know what? We can balance this out. This doesn't have to be bare. This doesn't have to be about being constrained. We can literally shift and change that by doing our work. We do our work. We change not only how we think or feel about a specific whatever these things are, but we can literally shift our vibration and our frequency, which lines us up for something more aligned, okay? Because we do have the angel of balance here. She is here to support, to guide, to help. And, you know, it's literally about just taking the time to get yourself grounded and connected, and whatever that looks like for you, and asking for support, asking for help, whether you're wanting it from a physical person, the angel of balance, an angel of another kind, you know, God, source, spirit, universe, utmost high, whatever that is for you, right? No matter what it is, you can put that into words and call that into yourself. And at the same time, calling in healing for your frequency, your vibrations, and your energy, so you can raise those things to be in better alignment with yourself and your true path and journey, not believing in and investing in the illusions. Okay, guys, I hope that makes sense. I hope that helped you out. And until next time, bye.